Welcome. Today we're going to be talking about antivirus software. Um, so the objectives of today's presentations, we are going to talk about what antivirus software is, first of all. What are some antivirus softwares that you can download to use on your computer? We'll go over some paid ones and some free ones. And then we'll talk about how you download them and kind of the basics setting them up. We're not going to get specific into one. It's just kind of generally how you set them up, and they're pretty simple to get going. So first of all, what is an antivirus software? So an antivirus software is a program designed to defend your devices from viruses, which could otherwise harm your device. Pretty much right there in the name. That is at the base what they do. They not only protect your device from viruses that you might get, but they also can detect viruses or malware that's already on your computer once you've downloaded them. So even if you've been using your computer for a little bit and you haven't had antivirus on it, once you install it, it should also scan your computer and check for any malware that has already been downloaded on there. And they also usually come with the ability to scan websites, and they'll show you a lot of the time if you end up finding yourself on a website that might be dangerous, that might harm your computer, they'll usually set up a warning that says, we've blocked this website because it contains suspicious software or programming. So why would you need an antivirus software? So antivirus, again, serve to protect your device. Without one, any malware on your computer is exposed it could steal your device's information, for one. Sometimes they record what you type, so they're able to find sensitive information of yours, passwords. If you are in a situation where you have to type in, say, your social security number online, they could find that too. And they can also track your online activity. So it is really important to have a good security system set up on your computer. And so the other thing I mentioned is that it can also block stuff. So although avoiding suspicious websites and downloads can keep you safe, having antivirus helps protect your device from getting a virus and even making it more secure. So even if you're not aware, you can avoid suspicious websites, but sometimes you might not be aware that certain sites contain, malicious malware. This will protect you against that stuff. Are they safe? Yeah, so antivirus software is designed to keep your computer safe, but not all antivirus softwares can do what they claim. The list we're going to go through are all well-known and trusted antivirus softwares. They shouldn't give you a problem. They should work really well to protect your computer. However, there are some antivirus softwares out there for free download, which are actually just viruses in disguise. So when you are looking to download a antivirus software, you want to make sure that it is either one of the ones that we have listed in this presentation. And if it's not, make sure you really do your research, check online for reviews and other sources that say it's trustworthy and good. If it says it's a really great antivirus software and it's free, don't just believe what you're reading. Double check always to make sure that other people are using the software and that it's in fact safe. Is there a cost? Like I said, there are some free softwares and there are some paid softwares. The paid ones generally have more features and have more advanced protection, but there are also free ones that do a pretty good job too. Yeah, so like I said, there are free ones. There's no reason not to use a free antivirus if you don't want to pay. It can still do the job. It just may not have as many features like we said. So here are some paid antivirus softwares. There is McAfee, which I know we've talked a lot about, I think in some of these sessions. They also have a password protector. I think it's called, they do with LastPass. There's Norton, which is a very, very popular one. A very kind of old school one that's been around for a really long time. There's Webroot, Bitdefender, and Kaspersky. Kaspersky is also another one that comes with password manager. So both McAfee and Kaspersky, I know, come with password managers and other features. Okay, so McAfee Antivirus Plus. So there's a few kind of plans they have. They have one that is for one device, which costs $29.99 a year. Their 5 device plan is $39.99 a year, and then their 10 device plan, which is $49.99 a year. It's best for multi-device households, and it works with any kind of device. And I know that it also can protect stuff like your emails. I know because I've seen that on Connor's email, that when he sends me an email, it says it's scanned with McAfee. So yeah. Then we have Norton. So they have just one plan, which is only for one device. So if you have multiple devices, you'd have to buy multiple plans for each one, and that's $29.99 a year. Again, best for single desktop protection. It does include a password manager too, I'm finding out, and it can back up important data automatically. As can McAfee. I know they have a section for keeping stuff like scans of passports and stuff like that, other sensitive information that you want to keep really locked up, but you want to be able to access on a device if you need it at a moment's notice. Webroot. So this is just one plan, and it's for 5 devices. So I guess it would be best if you had a lot of devices, or else if you were buying a plan for your family. This one is $49.99 a year. It's best for small size, so it doesn't take up a lot of space on your device, and for quick scanning. It will work with any type of device. Again, includes a password manager, and it also allows you to back up important data. Next, we have Bitdefender Antivirus Plus. This one's, I guess, looks like it's the cheapest one. It's $19.99 a year for one device. It has a bunch of extra bonus features, which includes free online support, includes a password manager, and there's also a feature that ensures that your online purchases are safe, so your payments will be secure, so you don't have to worry about that when going on and doing some online shopping. Kaspersky Antivirus. So this one has 2 plans. It has a 3-device plan for $29.99 and then a 5-device plan for $39.99. This has, I guess, the highest security test score. So it works the best of all, but it is only available for Windows devices. So if you have a Mac, this won't work. I'll say before we get into this quickly too, that I know a lot of people, when you buy a Mac, there is the common idea that you don't need antivirus software for a Macintosh product, that they pretty much have that built in. It's pretty good. I think that is kind of it's a person-to-person choice. I personally don't have antivirus on my Mac. I've never had issues, but I know someone like Connor or our cybersecurity specialist, Robin, might say otherwise. So it really depends on how secure you want to be. Macs are pretty good at defending you against malware, but it is always advisable, I guess, to have a bit of extra security if you're super concerned, and if you have really, really sensitive information on your device. So we just went over the paid ones. There are definitely some free antivirus softwares that are great. So if you don't want to spend the money, you can still get good antivirus, and these are our top 5. Kaspersky, as we mentioned, there was also a paid one, but it also has a free, more limited version. Avast, AVG, Bitdefender, again, had a paid version and also a free, and Sophos. So the free version of Kaspersky, again, really high security test scores. It's easy to manage, but again, it's only Windows. So if you have Mac products, this won't work for you. Avast has a bunch of extra bonus features, even though it's free. You can custom your options and tailor it for each device, and it will work with any device. So it's easily used across all platforms, devices. If you have some products that are Apple and some products that are like HP or IBM, whatever, Windows products, it will work across all of those. AVG, so this is, really basic kind of stuff. So it's best if you're just looking for a simple, straightforward protection. Perhaps you don't need that much protection. You're not going on any really sketchy websites, so you're not too concerned. It will scan your PC for performance problems, and it also works with any type of device. Bitdefender. So This is best for set and forget protection, which basically means that it doesn't take a lot of upkeep or like checking in with. You just can download it, set it up, and it will continue to do its job. You won't get too many updates or notifications to update it. It will automatically update itself. It installs super quickly, but the free version, unfortunately, is only available on Windows. So if you're looking for a free version of that, you have to have a PC. Sophos. So this is best for the best free plan for family protection. So it has an adjustable list of known and malicious sites. So say sometimes if you're on your computer and you run into a site and it's blocked because of your antivirus and you can't get on it, and it won't let you, if you think it's wrong and in fact actually it is a safe site, you can adjust which sites are actually acceptable and unacceptable for you to visit, so that you have a bit of control over that rather than just letting the system itself make those choices for you. But it only works on computers, so you can't download it for your phones, Androids or iPhones or otherwise. So how do you install an antivirus? So an antivirus software can generally be installed in two ways, by disk or download. I don't know if everybody has a computer that actually has a disk slot anymore, but apparently they do still make disk downloaded antivirus softwares, which is interesting for me to find out. So with a disk, all you have to do is when you get the disk version, you'll clearly have to buy it in the store or else order it to get the physical copy. There's no free antivirus softwares that use a disk, only the paid ones. And then once you get it, all you have to do is you pop it into your computer's disk spot, and then you would go into your files application and it would pop up kind of where, if you ever plug in a hard drive or anything like that, on the side with all your folders, like where it says like your documents, your desktop and all that, it would show up as a drive on there. You would click on it and it would start installing. As for your computer, you go to the the company's website that you want to install your antivirus from. Make sure that it is the correct website. Again, because it is not uncommon for sites to pose as antivirus and then to try to have you download malware disguised as antivirus. So be sure that you're on the right site, double check the URL, make sure it has that all important HTTPS dash thing to make sure it's safe, and just double check that it's spelled correctly. And then you can go ahead on there, go to their download page, whatever it is, and download it. It should open automatically once it's downloaded, or else you might have to click on the file in your downloads. And then again, it should just download. When the software is downloaded, a window will pop up with instructions and settings. A lot of the softwares don't require you to do much. You can sometimes play around with the specific settings, but if you don't want to mess with them, the general preset settings are probably good enough. And if it was me, I would leave them because I don't know much about how this stuff works, or I would just let the software itself do its job. And so, but also if something goes wrong, the program will stop continuing if there's something that it requires you to change, and it should just download super quickly. It's not, antivirus software is generally not too large. It usually doesn't take up too much space. So it should be a pretty quick process. Click done or finish, and your antivirus is up and running again. Depending on it, on what software you have, you might have to download the updates manually. But for the most part, once it's on your computer, there's not much upkeep that it requires. It should pretty much just keep working.